Y'all collective, we're going to be doing a read for December 2024. You have to keep in mind this will not resonate with everybody out there. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for the current. Y'all hold on a minute. Let's go ahead and see what's going on for the current energy. Fix the lighting. So what's going on with the current energy for the collective? This ain't working out too well. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so what do we have going on for the current energy for the collective for today? What's going on with the current energy for today for the collective? Donations link will be in the description box below. If y'all want to be generous with your time and leave any donations. We had the Magician reverse at the bottom. Queen of Pentacles. Judgment. Three of Wands. Six of Pentacles. The Hangman reverse. Someone's trying to manipulate a situation from the past. Ten of Swords reverse. The Eight of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles. Eight of Cups reverse. So you have someone from the past that don't want to walk away. And they're doing something underhandedly, not really in a deceitful type of way, but they're trying to manipulate their way back in your life. Yeah, Hierophant reverse. The World card, but this cycle is closed out. The Queen of Swords reverse. Look like to me, someone may be trying to protect you from the past here that was involved at trying to do something continuously to you. And they may have some knowledge on one of your family members that may have betrayed you. This is a damn shame, bro. You have someone that may be an ex from your past that knows something about a relative of yours that was supposed to help you out, but yet this individual right here is one of the ones that should have defended you from one of your exes, but yet didn't. There's someone from your past that got some knowledge on that. They want to contact you, not in a negative way with the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles upright. They don't want to contact you in a negative way. They actually want to contact you and let you know what was going on here. But they're still resulting into a bit of manipulation, but maybe they're trying to do that. There's a certain reason beyond that because the Judgment is in the upright position. And there's something that you're protected from, and this individual from your past also knows that too. They know that you're a good person. This person may have a lot of regrets on what was done to you, but they may have some knowledge on either a cousin or an aunt with the Queen of Swords reverse that was supposed to protect you from something with the Ten of Swords reverse. That was off balance. I'm getting a lot of off balance energy from the Hierophant reverse. There was something that was you were supposed to be protected from, but yet someone didn't protect you from that. You also didn't have any protection from an authority figure either with the Hierophant reverse. There's something very significant about someone's family member here with the Six of Cups. Let's give me the vibes of family member. There's someone from your past that has some knowledge on a family member sitting there being involved in some type of situation here. And they want to do the right thing and let you know about it. What is this that's being manipulated, though, with the Magician reverse? What is this that's being manipulated? That's too many cards. Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups reverse. What is this that's being manipulated? Whatever this is, it's not bad. It's not bad. They're trying to do something to come let you know something, to be brave, because right now they're afraid. If that makes any sense. Or they could be resulting into reversing something back up on, like pulling some type of negative energy and doing a lot of reversals is what I'm getting. A lot of reversals. I'm getting something to do with repetitive reversals and to leave you alone. Y'all seen how I did that? I'm getting something to do with repetitive reversals to leave you alone. This is someone that has a lot of experience too when it comes to manipulation. If this has anything to do with magic, rituals, etc., the magician reverse, this individual has a lot of skill when it comes to that, but they know how to reverse too, like that. I'm getting a lot of reversing. Reverse, reverse. You know what I'm saying? What the hell they think this is? A cha-cha slide? You don't say it. They think this the cha-cha slide. It's a whole damn tarot reading. You know what I'm saying? What they gonna do? Sit there and jam the cha-cha slide? Shit, before you know it, they're gonna be doing the dip in the Seven of Swords energy, doing the dip. How the hell they gonna do the dip with all this damn lies right here, huh? They're gonna dip all right. You know why I'm channeling that song, The Dip? Because usually when you hear the word dip, that means dipping out of a situation, trying to duck off and dip out of a situation. So in reality, it's kind of like a slang word used to avoid a situation, but yet they call it dipping out or ducking off. So this individual's trying to, they trying to do something slick here, but they may already know that you're aware of that. With the magician reverse, they trying to covertly, underhandedly manifest a new beginning through some form of positive manipulation, but it's not in a negative way all the way, if that makes any sense. They want to do the right thing about a situation and have something close out and to let you know that one of your family members wasn't there to protect you. That's a damn shame of how you may have an ex that wants to sit there and do the right thing and tell you the truth, or there may be even resulting into an authority figure that done you wrong or whatever, that didn't let you know something, that could end up letting you know who was involved. Because in reality, why the hell your damn family ain't protecting you? This is what they have a problem with. Clarify the foot. So why does this individual want a new beginning, or whoever this is wants a new beginning with this individual? Because they're afraid. Eight of Swords. They're afraid. They keep on thinking about something over and over and over and over and over. I guarantee you it's because of something that you figured out spiritually. Because you have that higher power knowledge with the Judgment card. You receive downloads. Some of you out there could definitely be receiving spiritual downloads. But you know when something is legitimate, you know when something is negative. No matter how much somebody tries to cloak themselves in energy, you have that proper level of discernment. And this right here is extremely fascinating to one of these individuals that know how to manipulate situations subconsciously and also consciously. You're too smart. You're too smart. That's what I'm getting here. No, I don't have a PayPal, but I have a Cash App. It's in the description box below. But no, I don't have a PayPal account. I did a while back, but I forgot the information to it. But anyways, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and continue with this read. But I do have a Cash App in the description box below. But what I'm getting here, the main reason why they're trying to manifest something positive, even though it is manipulation that's occurred, I'm getting a lot of reversals with the Ten of Swords reverse. Because they're afraid of something with the Eight of Swords. They're definitely afraid. And they're trying to do something to where they could be brave enough to actually communicate something to you. What is this that this individual wants to communicate to this individual? I keep getting something about a family member that was supposed to protect you. The Eight of Pentacles reverse, something about a job, something that's not working out. So they're trying to communicate and tell you something. This is what they want to tell you about. Something that they shouldn't have done that didn't work. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles reverse. Yes, okay, so there's no illusions here. They can't lie to you with the Moon reverse. They cannot lie to you. They want to be fully honest about something. Cancer energy don't have to be. They want to be fully open and honest about a situation. I'm getting a lot of transparency here with the moon reverse. There's a lot of openness when it comes to the moon reverse energy. A lot of openness. Bro, whoever this individual is, I'm not going to lie to y'all collective, and I'm not here to feed no egos, no. Because y'all already know how I am. I'm going to speak the truth. I'm going to tell it exactly like it is. This individual right here, whoever this Hierophant reverse is, that has the skill to do this knows exactly what they're doing. And they're very skilled at it, very high ranked in that type of skill. But when it comes to you, you have some type of power that is a tie when it comes to the positive side of manifestation, not manipulation. You know how to pull spiritual, energetic reverse psychology and to win over a situation. There's a tie here. There's a tie. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so my intuition's on point. There's a tie when it comes to that right here. The both of you is extremely skilled. There's nothing that's going to work on both ends. Is what I'm getting. So that right there is what's creating this tie. Like, there's nothing that's going to give with this situation. Because both y'all are too fixated in y'all ways when it comes to this type of whatever this is here. Y'all are both fixated, but some of you out there have one hell of a voice with the Judgment card. You have one heck of a voice. You're definitely being heard out. These individuals know that you're innocent, yeah. There's no doubt about that. These could have been the same individuals that could have laughed at you at one time, but they don't think something's funny. They respect you. Clarify the moon reverse for what this individual wants to tell the collective. King of Swords reverse. They want to tell you something about some form of lies or whatever, misinformation. With the King of Swords reverse, and just be open about it. But it's the individuals that was originally involved that started this upon you is going to have to be the ones that confront the situation. Not the ones that they got round up with a situation in order to join in on these lies. The original person that first started that is going to have to confront, and that's what's going to close the cycle out. That's what's going to close the cycle out here. There was a lot of misinformation, a lot of lies. Definitely a lot of lying with the King of Swords reverse. A lot of lying. A lot of psychological manipulation. Try to manipulate a situation, but that shit ain't getting nowhere. It's with the moon reverse. It ain't working with the Eight of Pentacles reverse. So they want to be fully open about some type of lies here. So why are they feeling guided to be open about that? Because it's hurting them. The Three of Swords is hurting them. They don't think it's funny. I'll tell you, bro, like they used to gather together and laugh and party and to be in this positive vibrational energy and have a good time over the situation and just lying just to have something to go back and forth with. But in reality, it's in reverse here. This is really hurting one of your exes here with the Three of Swords. So this definitely has something pertaining to an ex. So what is this exactly that's affecting? It's affecting them some kind of way. How is this affecting them, to be exact, with the Three of Swords energy? The Two of Cups reverse. It's affecting them because of a separation. Two of Cups reverse could represent a separation in them, and they could also be regretting the fact that the main reason why you left is because you wanted to better your life and you didn't have the time to be involved in a third-party situation. And that's the reason you left. And after you left this individual alone or whatever, you started living your life out there. They try to cause issues with you numerous amount of times. This could have went on for a while too. But this is the main reason, like someone was bitter because You didn't want to have anything else to do with them because you weren't going to be involved in a third-party situation. And that's the truth. But something was manipulated the whole time to try to make you look bad, when in reality you was innocent the whole time. You wasn't who these individuals said you were, with the Three of Swords energy. And you did not have any contact with this ex either. What else is going on with this situation? Queen of Wands. Some of you could be the Queen of Wands energy. Okay, so you may possibly have at least 1 to 2 to 3 people that wants to communicate something to you. The King of Wands. Okay, so there could possibly be 3 people here. So we have 3 court cards. Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, King of Wands energy. And we have another court card at the bottom, which is a Queen of Swords reverse. Okay, so I'm getting the main culprits that manipulating the situation or trying to keep a lie on going when it worked against them the whole time. These are the individuals that want to tell you the truth and to tell you something about a family member that was supposed to have your back, but yet this individual was sitting there playing 2 sides of the fence right there in front of your face, and they could know that you know about it. Trust it, these individuals know that you know. But they feel that this is unfair to you because they have people that have their back. Why you don't have anybody that has your back, even though they're the ones that caused this betrayal here? That's the way they're viewing this situation. But they also have a certain amount of respect for you because you know how to stand your ground. You know how to fight back. Like when something is relentlessly being done over and over and over and over, you know how to deliver a certain amount of powerful knowledge and wisdom on the situation due to you being aware of what's going on. Therefore, they don't view you as stupid. You're the furthest thing from stupid and dumb. You know what's going on. Nothing else is going to work. Nothing else is going to close this cycle out until they be honest with you. Because they already know that you know what went on. Page of Cups. They may want to apologize with the Page of Cups energy. The Six of Wands reverse, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Hopefully y'all can see the cards good. I don't know how good the lighting is. Clarify the Page of Cups. The Devil reverse. Knight of Wands reverse. They want to apologize to you about being a toxic individual or trying to lie on you to try to make you out to be a toxic individual, abusive person. Clarify the Page of Cups. Yeah, they want to apologize about working against you with lies. There's a lot of lies here with the misinformation card with the Ace of Swords reverse. The Ten of Cups, and we have the Empress. So why do they want to apologize about working against this individual? I tell you, bro, it could be up to 3 of them here. 3 of them. But they have another individual right here that didn't do something right. This is one of your family members. I'm getting it's either an aunt or a cousin with this Queen of Swords reverse. And these individuals know that you know, but this individual ain't telling you what was done. Because I'm getting that this individual could have been in association or could have been associating with one of these 3 people that was told to keep something to themselves, but yet they had a mind of their own. This individual don't have a strong mind at all. And these individuals up here that was originally involved in that don't respect one of your family members for betraying you and leaving you out in the cold that way. Because you deserve protection, bro. You deserve for people to be there to care for you and love you and to protect you and have your back. Even though you had your own back through the whole situation, why couldn't this individual step in and defend you when you told them what was going on? So why do they want to apologize about working against this individual with the Three of Pentacles reverse? Four of Wands wanting to come up in reverse. Because this is causing a lot of imbalances when it comes to a living situation. With the Four of Wands reverse, things ain't going all that well. You wasn't the one that started that. And there's no other way this cycle could close out unless these individuals are honest with you, because they already know that you know. There was just way too much ego involved here. And ego is a dangerous thing to have. Because that right there is the main culprit of, how they say that? That's the main culprit of disagreements, arguments, fights, conflicts. That's the main cause of that. When in reality, the ego could be healthy, but it's all about a balanced perception. You have to have the proper balance between the ego and the soul. And if the ego is overpowering the soul or overpowering reality for what it is, then it's going to want to perceive things the way it wants to perceive it. So that right there is a lot of fixed energy. So you may be a fixed sign, literally going against other fixed signs. That shit ain't going to work, I'm telling you. You're going to continuously butt heads, bro, until y'all actually fucking talk to each other or make something right here. It's just going to go in a circle. Because the both of y'all are fixated in y'all ways. There's some fixed energy here. So what else is going on with this Four of Wands reverse? The Ace of Cups reverse, Page of Wands. What else is going on with the Four of Wands reverse? Page of Wands. So some good news. So they definitely do want to communicate with you. With a Page of Wands. The Tower. Because they're having an epiphany moment. There's a lot of things that's really going off right there in front of their face. This is making them look bad. This is making them look bad. And you defending yourself through a situation is actually having you come out this situation looking very powerful. Because you know your stuff, and this individual from your past knows that you're very intelligent, you're very smart. Some of you out there could be one hell of an intuitive person with the Judgment card. It's all about a spiritual awakening. Some of these individuals know that you woke. They know that you woke, bro, I'm telling you. Judgment card is all about renewal and spiritual awakening. They possibly want to sit down and learn. Since they mastered a certain side of things, they want to learn how you know what you know. Because this may be very intriguing to them. We have the Hermit card, Virgo energy. That's too many. They had two cards that came out. Okay, so we have the Ten of Pentacles here that's wanting to come out. Right after the Tower card. So there's a renewal that's happening. Unexpectedly. There could be an unexpected shift of transformation with a situation. This individual could also be going back and thinking about the person that you really was, that you bettered this individual's life, bro. You bettered one of your ex's life. That's why you were sent to them in the past. Because they could have been doing bad or whatever. You did everything in your power to guide this individual from a toxic lifestyle. But there was something that was trying to latch on to them in order to influence you in a negative way, and you wasn't going to sit around and deal with that, especially if it's a third-party situation. You don't have the time to be involved in that collective. You got things to do out there. And this could have a lot to do with some of y'all going through a spiritual awakening. You did the right thing by calling the situation off, by calling the connection off, etc. and just going your own way. And then not long after you left or whatever, there was something that was going on over and over and over and over and over that you didn't have any part in. You weren't in contact with the individual. So ain't nothing with this situation right here is making any sense. And this right here is really putting them in their head, because they know that you're not going to sit there and bow down to the situation. You're going to keep on living your life. You're going to keep on moving forward. This has nothing to do with this individual being bitter or whatever. How can I say this? Being bitter about it's kind of hard to explain. From the energy I'm picking up now, rather than the past energy, there's a renewal of energy here. I'm not really getting no sense of bitterness from this energy. The bitterness is literally causing them to have like an ego transformation, because this ain't affecting you. Like this bitter, hateful, jealous energy or whatever lies this is, it's not affecting you at all. It's affecting this right here more so. They are aware of other people that really care about you, like that you may not know that well or whatever. Like other people can see that you're a good person, because you are. You was just screwed with because of your greatness. You were screwed with because you have a lot of wisdom. You're being seen to be different, and that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine to be different. And the main reason why some of you out there has left the situation is because you didn't have the time to be involved with a third party situation. Whether this individual was in another relationship with somebody else, they was engaged to somebody else, or they could have been married to somebody else. If I'm gonna tell you right now, but they're always gonna choose that person over you. So what point is it to sit there and stay in a situation where some of you out there, you may be afraid to get caught or whatever? Who the hell wants to sit there and deal with all that? That's why some of you out there has left. And then for whatever the reason is, they had all this conflict that came out of nowhere. But I'm getting currently, like with the current energy, like these individuals have a major problem with one of your family members not sitting there standing up and defending you. Whenever you could have lived at another place, like the past could represent, let's see, like a year ago or so, 1 to 2 years ago, with the Two of Wands, there was something about a family member here that's a relative of yours that could either be an aunt or a cousin, or it could also be an uncle or a cousin that's a male. It could be a King of Swords reverse. Even though I'm pulling the Queen of Swords reverse, but this could be pertaining to a feminine relative of yours that may be a cousin or an aunt, to be exact. Okay? This can either be a first or second cousin of yours that wasn't there for you. They disapprove of this individual. Five of Wands reverse, because they could have been one of the main ones that could have stopped all this drama, but yet they chose to sit there and be a follower right along with these individuals and to hide misinformation from you that wasn't the truth. And they have a problem with this individual. Yeah, the Six of Swords reverse, and they also know that this individual's been doing something. They try to play two-faced with this situation, try to play right there in front of your face. But yet in reality, they was one of the ones that was sitting there involved in the harassment with the Six of Swords reverse. So in reality, this individual keeping information from you and playing in front of your face, smiling in your face, acting like they're going to try to help you out. They're being seen as a stalker and a follower. They're being seen as extremely two-faced and dishonest. So if anything, these individuals know that you don't have a loyal family. This exposed one of your relatives to them to see that, damn, you have some of your own family that don't even approve of you, that don't even like you because of who you are. I guarantee you, bro, these individuals know that this individual is jealous of you. This is really starting to make these individuals feel bad, bro, and not wise about a decision that they made, because you're supposed to have, like, when it comes to family, bro, you're supposed to have those people right there by your side. Why didn't this individual help you out to resolve this type of conflict and actually do something about it, but yet want to sit there and play in front of your face and to try to give you all this bullshit, because that's exactly what I'm going to call it. Sit there and say that, well, they're going to do this, they're going to talk to this person, they're going to see what they could do about it, but yet they knew the whole time what was being done to you. So why didn't they let you know that they knew about the situation, huh? That's fake. That's fake. And the way that these individuals are seeing it with this situation, you don't deserve to have someone that was supposed to defend you and protect your own family sit there and have you get betrayed by all these individuals in the process, because it was more than one person that was coming after you with this situation. And these individuals right here, but don't really, like, they're not really happy about that. They're not smiling about it at all. The Five of Cups reverse. So there could be some positive changes happening. They also have some knowledge on this relative of yours gaslighting you, because I'm getting that something could have been heard over a phone call. Something was heard over a phone call and they got that documented down. I'm not saying you would get your own family member in trouble or whatever. Like, there's just, if y'all come to an agreement to communicate with each other and resolve this issue, this cycle will close out completely, where y'all can either agree to work together or whatever. You can show them what you know without being bothered or whatever. But this right here is going to literally bring a lot of awareness to you, which they possibly already know that you know this situation. But I'm getting that something was documented down on a phone call, you talking to someone and asking them for help. Even though this could have been kind of illegal in a way because you wasn't guilty of anything. They didn't have no probable cause, but there was a situation that was being done. But this right here could catch this individual up in a lie. Because this is going to be accessory to the fact this individual right here knew the whole time what the hell you was going through. And they could have overheard a phone call, you asking for help, and they knew that you knew about the situation. And this individual was sitting there lying to you. And this is making these individuals feel bad about it. Because you literally don't have anybody there to have your side. Nobody. And the way that these individuals operate, they operate together as if they're family, etc. Some of them may be family. So they know what it's like to have each other's back and to protect and defend each other, even if it's a lie. They still going together to defend each other when it comes to that. But when it comes to you was only one person defending yourself from all this bullshit and chaos. And you actually won. You had the guts to stand up. But the way that they're seeing the situation, whoever this relative is of yours, that could be either a cousin or an auntie, whoever this is, with the Queen of Swords reverse, they see this individual as a liar. They see this individual as someone that can cause you harm. And I'm not saying these individuals are putting all the blame off on this individual, but at the same time, you should have had somebody there that was going to sit there and protect you, damn it. Not sit there and play both sides of the fence. You know what I'm saying? This can actually be resolved in a positive manner. With the World, the Judgment, and Three of Wands, the Six of Cups, and we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands and the Ten of Swords reverse. This could be resolved in a very positive manner. Why am I getting that this situation right here could be resolved in a positive manner? Why am I getting that energy? The Ace of Cups reverse, because this is upsetting a lot of people. This is a very draining, dragged out situation. This is also giving me the vibes of, imagine going mud riding and you trying to push a fool out of a mud pit without a winch. Sitting there trying to push that fool out mud when the mud is all the way up past, like, you know how they have the clearance? They have like a maybe 7 to 8 inch clearance. Like, you know how they got the clearance from the ground up on that peg where you step on the pegs to get on the bike? This literally is giving me the energy of someone literally trying to manhandle a fool out of a damn mud pit that's saturated and sinking further in the mud like that to where it ain't going nowhere. But you're going to have a winch to come out there to pull that bike out. That's what I'm getting here. You ain't pulling that shit out. What the hell these individuals think they are, the Hawk? Some of you out there could be interpreted as the Hawk pulling yourself out of a dragged out situation. You know what I'm saying? They unleashed the Hawk with this situation. These with the green looking at. They unleashed the Hawk. Now everybody want to be loving and caring towards you, and they say, oh yeah, just a misunderstanding, it was just a lie or whatever. Yeah. But the thing is, they ain't got to manipulate shit with the magician reverse. And in order to make things better. But if they're doing some type of reversals or whatever, then that could be understandable. But when it comes to manipulate something, to try to have themselves be more brave to talk to you or whatever, I'm not really getting that. I'm getting a lot of reversals. A lot of reversals like this. A lot of reversing energy to close something out with the world. They already know that you know the information that was kept from you, whatever, that kept on going over and over and over and over. It was just continuous lies or whatever, and just manipulation. Meant to try to prevent you from moving forward, but yet some of you out there, you stood up against that. But in reality, you had a relative that was very two-faced to you. And throughout this situation, these individuals can literally tell you what this individual did to you. Because this is bothering them. If they could have their family members that have their backing to defend them, why the hell this individual can't defend you? You know what I'm saying? So how does these individuals perceive this relative of this individuals? How do they perceive them, this relative? Oh, Three of Cups. I'm telling you, bro, they don't perceive this individual as a trusted person. They're fake and two-faced with the Three of Cups reverse, because I'm telling you, they had to have some type of contact with these individuals right here to know about what the hell you talk to this individual about, to have them help you out. Three of Cups is in reverse. They perceive them as two-faced and very fake. Exactly my point. Fake. Clarify the Three of Cups reverse. For why they perceive this relative of this individual as fake. Clarify the Three of Cups reverse. This would be, just like I've been saying, bro, this would be somebody that would smile in your face like this. I don't know if y'all can see that. They would smile in your face. See the smiles? But it's the same energy in reverse, but this all about smiling in your face but talking shit behind your back. They also lied on your mental health. This individual could have made a lot of false statements on something that's wrong with your head. There's something wrong with this individual's head. I'm going to tell you what's wrong with it. They don't have the intelligence or the smarts about them enough to even lie to you or to get away with those lies. And I'm going to tell you how this individual is being perceived as a liar, because they was keeping misinformation from you that they knew was a bunch of bull crap, but yet chose to sit there and to act like they was going to help you out. That is a two-faced person with a Three of Cups reverse. Something wrong with this individual's head. That's why they're in reverse. Clarify the Three of Cups reverse for why they perceive this relative of this individual's as fake and two-faced. Hypocritical individual. Because they didn't do anything to help you out. Exactly. They didn't gather any type of information that you provided. What they did was they gathered some of that in order to run their mouth about you in a negative way. And they have knowledge on this. They also have some knowledge. I'm getting some about a phone call was documented down. This individual was lying to you with the Ace of Swords reverse. It could be an air sign for some of you, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. That could be either an auntie or a cousin of yours. I'm getting something very strong. Could be an auntie for some of you out there. You can have an aunt, so that would be either your mom's sister or your dad's sister, etc. Or it could either be a cousin. It's kind of a tie between cousin and auntie. This individual didn't do a damn thing to help you out whatsoever. But instead, they chose to go based off what you told them when you was telling them the truth. While you needed help through a situation, they literally sat there and went back to these individuals and sat there and talked shit about you. And sat there and put you in harm's way. Yeah, this individual is definitely getting exposed as a snake. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles reverse, this is cruelty too. Cruelty. Something about money. So this give me the vibes of a very superficial individual. Like, this give me the vibes of a lot of superficiality. They just was worried about the money. I'm also getting they could have been paid some hush money. But they was going to see just how far one of these individuals was going to take a situation. I sure hope this individual knows that they're involved in something that could get them in serious trouble. Either way, this cycle is going to close out. Whether these individuals make something right with you or not, this cycle is closing out with the World card. There's a lot of truths that's coming out. There's a lot of epiphanies that people are having. This is affecting a lot of people. And it's turned out this is not a wise decision for this situation to keep on going on. That's why something could be closing out. These individuals have knowledge on, even though something was done that was wrong to you with the Hierophant reverse. The way that they're perceiving this situation right here is this individual right here, bro, is known to be causing harm to you. You should have had this individual on your side doing things the proper way with the Seven of Pentacles reverse. Because they knew you contacted this individual for help and you was telling them the truth. And they could have overheard a phone call. And these individuals feel bad about you being alone throughout the situation. Even though this was done to you, they feel bad about you going through that alone. But they also respect you enough because you stood up for yourself. You exposed a lot of truths. They may not fully understand how the hell you did that, but you have one heck of a gift and one heck of a voice with the Judgment card. So these individuals are seeing throughout this situation, you could be trusted for sure. You're teaching them a lot about honesty, about integrity, what it's like to be brave and what it's like to be honest. Yeah, after a period of time of not seeing things from a spiritual side of just a one-side tracked perspective. Pisces energy. So how does these individuals view this Queen of Swords reverse? I'm telling you, this is either an auntie of yours or a cousin. Heavy on the auntie. It's a tie. Like, it's a match, but a direct tie match between auntie and cousin. So how do they view this individual currently? Look, Queen of Swords, I can't make it up. Y'all see me shuffle these cards, huh? This individual's two-faced. Two-faced. So it's definitely a female. Definitely. Definitely a relative of yours. Queen of Swords reverse again. And y'all see me shuffle these cards, huh? Tarot, I'm going to tell you the way tarot cards work. This is a sacred, mysterious power. that whenever a gifted person picks up these cards, bro, they're going to get their message across to let people see what the hell is going on. It's going to come through divination. So the way that they perceive this individual is a very careless, heartless, two-faced, malice individual. This is how they view them. And a King of Swords knows that. She is a liar. She's a gossiper. 2, 3 of Cups reverse. Exact, bro. The same cards are showing themselves. Even though whenever I was overhand shuffling, how do they see this individual? Or why do they see him as negative? Or however I said that earlier. This card is showing itself again in reverse. This is a gossiper. 10 of Wands reverse. The High Priestess, they perceive her as to be keeping secrets from a clairvoyant. Didn't I tell y'all some of you out there could be intuitive? They know that you know. They know that you know. And this individual right here is stupid enough to sit there and smile in front of your face whenever you have the knowledge on what this individual has been keeping from you, which is a lot of misinformation just to try to cause you trouble. 8 of Swords. They perceive this individual as scared to go to jail. Chariot reverse. She should be. She should be because she didn't do shit right with the 7 of Pentacles reverse. I'm also getting this individual could have been one of the main culprits involved, one of your family members, or one of the main culprits involved in having you follow around with the Chariot reverse. 7 of Cups, 9 of Wands reverse, King of Cups. This was done to a man, either an air sign masculine or a water sign masculine, that this was done to. The Empress reverse, they see her as an unfit parent, somebody that's not caring. She's very superficial. Six of Swords reverse. She's one of the ones that's having this King of Cups bothered. So they definitely see her as not protecting this man. There's a man that a female was supposed to protect, and she's been keeping secrets that has literally been destroying this masculine's life and getting in the way of his success and forward movement. And there's a King of Swords up here that's different than this King of Cups that knows the truth. The Devil. They perceive her as a toxic individual. A narcissist. So it turns out the same individuals that was having you, like there could have been a group or whatever with the 5 of Wands reverse, but you could have stood up for yourself, and they're proud of you, and they thank you for doing that because you could have taught them a lot about the light side of things, etc. Even though it was a lot of tension, a lot of conflict and chaos that was going on, they respect you because of your honesty and your bravery and integrity through a situation. But when it comes to one of your relatives throughout this incident here, it's being seen as a very negative person. Negative. The Devil card with all these cards in reverse are a negative person. But the best part about it is they see you either a King of Cups or a Queen of Cups energy or a King of Swords energy. They see you as a very honest person. They see this individual trying to literally sit there and try to lie about your mental health. But there's something wrong with this individual psyche, because what they do is they like to play two-faced with the 3 of Cups reverse. They like to gossip and talk shit. And there's something about some following here too, with the 6 of Swords and the Chariot reverse. This individual's only trying to manipulate a situation to try to lie about somebody's mental sanity because they're the ones involved and not taking care of the situation and trying to spread some type of misinformation about this individual having a mental problem. But in reality, this individual knows the secrets and has been keeping it a secret about what this masculine has been going through with all these attacks. So who's the one with the fucking mental problem? Like I said, a snake. A snake. Somebody's relative is getting caught as a snake. And the same person that this was done to, that this individual thought that she could keep secrets from, knows this information. Simply because of a wiretap being conducted up on a device to hear the conversation. And I'm going to tell you right now, bro, that wiretap could be used against this individual. They also see this individual as very scared of this clairvoyant person with the high priestess. They see this individual as very nervous, very scared, very intimidated. So in reality, they see this individual as a person that can't be trusted at all. Queen of Swords versus someone that is extremely two-faced, hypocritical, very hypocritical. Not caring at all with the Empress reverse, not caring at all. They also see her as possibly being obsessed with a masculine too. Her relative being obsessed with trying to get in this individual's way of their forward movement. They've been observing this Queen of Swords is what I'm getting. This Queen of Swords reverse has been being observed. This they also see this individual as trying to control a false narrative about this individual's mental sanity or mental health. I'm going to tell you right now, bro, this individual right here ain't got a damn thing wrong with their mental being, because everything that was lied about was a truth that this individual discovered through their psychic abilities. And for someone to have that high-leveled IQ and to be able to bring down a whole group of individuals simply because of their higher power knowledge, then what the hell this individual thinks that they could do with sitting there trying to play in front of this individual's face. So they perceive this individual as stupid. There's something wrong with this female's head, bro. You literally got one person that is standing up with a situation that has the evidence to prove something, but yet this individual ain't doing anything with the evidence because all they're concerned about is to try to destroy their own relative's life by getting in their way. This is giving me the vibes of trying to be a thorn in their shoe covertly. But there's nothing covert about something being overt to someone's spiritual vision. They could sense the energy. And trust that this intuitive person has been keeping this information to themselves. They know that this individual ain't meant to be trusted. And there's some authority somewhere that also knows the same exact information because of a wiretap. So in reality, everything of what this individual was talking shit about, they could have recorded that is what I'm getting. They could have had a secret recording when it comes to that, because they may want to turn around and do the right thing at the last minute to actually pull other people in to see who's going to try to cause harm to you in order to protect you through a situation to close the cycle out. But in order to do the right thing and listen to you and hear what you have to say, hear you out. Bro, this is a dirty individual right here to do this to their relative, because for these individuals to perceive this individual as the same exact card that come up in this position earlier in the reverse position as someone's relative, to sit there and do this to this person, that right there is a sign in itself that they see this individual as an individual trying to put an obstacle in this individual's way and not doing anything the correct way to stop this situation, but yet they're the main ones causing obstacles, because they had plenty of chances to stop this, but they didn't. They want to sit there and try to pretend as if the individual has a mental illness, but yet how come they was involved in having knowledge on what this individual was going through, and yet the individual that knew what was happening to them told the individual the truth because of their knowledge, their intuitive knowledge, and yet they got the nerve to sit there and try to put a mental label up on this person as if they have a mental issue? Correction. Checkmate. You the one with the problem, because you had knowledge on what this individual was going through and you've been keeping that shit a secret. So who's the one with the mental issue? Checkmate. Checkmate. Man, I wish I could still do my voiceover when it comes to the Mortal Kombat version. Scorpion wins. Flawless victory. Test your might. How he does And that's a damn shame how I don't even have the damn Mortal Kombat game. Last time, I did play that a while back, but I used to play that on the Super Nintendo version and the Sega Genesis version. And my favorite character was Scorpion and Liu Kang. Test your might. How he does that. Scorpion wins. Bro, I love the not like how he just has that deep, assertive like voice or whatever. Like it's catchy. A lot of people like that, believe it or not, because I went on YouTube and I looked that up a while back. I like the way the announcer does that. Oh, another one of my favorite characters was Sub-Zero too. Sub-Zero and Scorpion. It was a tie between the two of them. But yeah, man, they're like, this individual's being viewed as a very deceptive, dishonest person that has been keeping secrets of a lot of deception and lying to the individual that they know has been telling the truth, but playing both sides of the fence and playing in front of this individual's face. And whoever these authority figures are, know that this individual knows what this individual's been keeping from them, and they know that they're not doing anything to stop this situation. They've been lying on this individual and carrying the situation out to try to put some type of label up on this individual when it comes to their mental health. But yet, how come that right there could be prevented? And I'm gonna tell you why. Because of the evidence that this individual has documented down with a situation that can prove that's connected to this type of conflict or chaos that was going on with this misinformation. That can prove that, but it can also prove how cruel this individual really is to sit there and to try to throw an obstacle in this individual's way by putting a false label on them. When the individual clearly knows the information that this individual has told them, but yet them knowing about the situation will make them accessory to the fact. But also catch them up in a lie trying to put a label up on this individual. That's a form of gaslighting. So this individual being seen as a narcissistic feminine. A narcissist. That's a very dark-spirited person. So who's the one with the mental issues here? Someone that thinks that they're that intelligent enough to sit there and manipulate a situation, a gaslight, in order to try to prevent them from getting caught up because it may be about the money with the Seven of Pentacles, or it just may be in general this individual is jealous, very two-faced, envious of the individual's gifted nature, and don't want to see them succeed. This is telling these individuals a lot about this individual's relative here. So why do they perceive this individual's relative as a negative person? Because they're at money hunger. King of Pentacles reverse, they're money hunger. Gold digging. They're money hunger. Superficial. They could care less about anybody but themselves. Very self-centered. And the best part about it is this individual right here could have had contact with an authority figure with the King of Pentacles reverse. That has information on her ass. There's also somebody else that has information too, simply because of a phone call wiretap. This individual was always worried about some type of cameras being equipped upon this individual right here too. They was always scared of being secretly recorded or whatever because it was going to document things down. Some about phone calls. This clairvoyant person will be able to prove every bit that they're correct on this situation here. Clarify the King of Pentacles reverse. That cycle's closing. That cycle's closing, bro, with the world card. Let me cover this up, y'all. Y'all hold on a minute. So this cycle is definitely closing. This had to happen this way in order for the truth to really come out. Who is this King of Swords at the top? Who is this King of Swords at the top? This is someone that's happy. Leo. Someone that has a lot of illumination. Someone that sees things for what they are. They got down to the truth. And something that's been illuminated to a King of Swords. That can also be an authoritative figure. That's happy that this individual found out. That's what I'm getting here with this read. Clarify the High Priestess. Clarify the High Priestess. Yeah, look at that. They perceive her as keeping something secretive about money. Didn't I tell y'all something about something being paid off? With the Ace of Pentacles reverse, they're more so concerned about money. They're more so concerned about taking things from this gifted person. They want their freedom taken from them. They want their freedom taken from, but they play on both sides of the fence. This individual ain't doing shit to help this person out. But instead, they're sitting there running their mouth, claiming that this individual right here has a mental issue. But yet the evidence that this clairvoyant person can prove this whole situation that they're right on what they went through. And there's other people that was an eyewitness to what this individual was going through because they was the ones involved in it. And one of these individuals, if not a few of them, wants to make things right because there's no way in hell that they're going to get away with this. Because I'm also getting there could be some higher ups that's higher than some type of these individuals higher than them that also has knowledge. There's a few of them that has knowledge. This individual that wasn't afraid to stand up for themselves is being seen as a very brave individual. A brave-minded individual. If there was something wrong with their sanity, then they would have been done lost their mind. If they were slow mentally, they wouldn't be able to literally. I'm also getting this individual literally comes across as 20 people at one time that was literally defending themselves. That's how powerful this person is. It was like they was protecting themselves all by themselves, but coming across as 20 different people. That's some skill. And the way that these individuals are perceiving this person is if they can't lie to you, whoever this gifted person is, if they can't keep some type of misinformation or a lie going when it comes to you, then what the hell this individual thinks that they can do when it comes to trying to avoid your intuitive radar. Trust that these individuals know that you know what this individual's been keeping from you. And they already know that you know. Something about they know that you know that this individual's been keeping this misinformation, that them talking to these individuals that trying to gaslight you. They know that you know about it. They know that you know, bro. I'm telling you. Why you think they want to make something better? Now, this may not resonate with all of y'all out there. There may still be a few of them that wants to continue to do something. But for some of you, this cycle could be closing. Because this is giving these individuals a reality check at who really has the mental problem. And who has a problem with lying. So, somebody that's a malicious person. You and this individual is obviously cut from a different cloth. The way that this situation is right here, like the way that these individuals perceive this person, there's no way in hell, like, they don't even know how you're kin to this individual because of how smart you are. They got a lot of negative things to say about this person because they're talking trash about them. with the Three of Cups reversed and gossiping about someone's relative. And I'm going to tell you why. They got every damn right to gossip about them, because what they're talking about this individual is the truth on the lies that this individual's been trying to keep from this person that asked them for help, but yet chose to gaslight them. So in reality, these individuals have every right. Everything of what they're saying that's negative about this Queen of Swords reverse is actually the truth. So they got something to talk about when it comes to this individual, because they was an eyewitness to this individual sitting there playing both sides of the fence and taking some type of finance, something to do with finances, etc. So just when this individual thinks that they can snake someone out from a situation, they're surrounded by people that can literally easily turn. That's what this individual's not aware of. There's no way in hell this individual could sit there and try to lie on this person, because they had involvement with these people that this relative asked this individual for help on. They had involvement with these people. So how the hell you going to sit there and try to gaslight, try to put something back off on this individual's mental well-being when they were smart enough to actually rip these individuals' mask off their face in a split second at lightning speed to see what was going on, even though they didn't have no physical proof or evidence? But with this situation right here, this individual could have had a bit of tangible evidence on the situation. But it was the things that was being discussed through messages, phone calls, that this individual did not have any evidence on. They don't have a positive outlook about this relative of this masculine. She's being seen as superficial and money hungry. Everything's all about the money, and trying to put a masculine in a position of where, or this could also be a feminine, like trying to sit there and keep something on going to try to chip away at this individual's stability. They're not a protector. They're not trusting enough. They're not loyal. And the truth is all about it, too. There's plenty of people that know about it with the moon card reverse. She ain't hiding. Clarify the moon reverse. She's not hiding at all. This is out in the open. Queen of Wands knows about it, too. A fire sign female knows about who this individual really is. She's jealous. This Queen of Wands knows that this Queen of Swords reverse is jealous of one of her relatives. With the Knight of Cups reverse, jealous of them. This female could be jealous of a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, don't have to be. We have heavy Cancer energy here with the moon card reverse. So someone could have a Cancer moon. Or they could be on the cusp of Cancer, Leo, etc. Because we have Lion and we have the moon there. So someone could either have a Leo moon or a Cancer moon. There could be a fire sign that could have a Cancer moon. I'm going to tell you something about these moon signs, bro, when it comes to astrology. I'm going to give y'all some advice on this, some knowledge on that. If this individual has a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio moon, this is the wrong individual to lie to. They don't have to have that moon sign in their natal chart. But there's something very significant about that moon sign, because that's where emotions are. Which you can't really base someone's characteristics off of astrology, because it's all down to genetics. But when it comes to astrology on this type of situation, astrology can literally separate the individual's genetics, because the way that this individual operates is different than this relative here. Way different. Way different than this feminine. They're different in their family. Y'all hold on a minute. Well, I'm back. So what I'm getting here with this read is this individual is going to get caught for gaslighting a masculine, possibly one of her relatives. This could be an auntie or a cousin of a masculine that's going to get caught at gaslighting this man. This could also represent a feminine too that went through a situation like this. They're going to get caught at trying to keep some type of lie on going because they're all about the money. And they're also very jealous of this person too because of their gifted nature. And whatever this individual is doing to try to avoid stopping the situation, it's viewing them as one of the perpetrators. Escalating the situation instead of sitting there solving or resolving the issue with this person. Trying to find different ways to try to keep this on going is what it looked like to me. A Queen of Wands fire sign somewhere knows that this individual is jealous of this person. Very envious and jealous. They intuitively know that. Strength card reverse. Leo energy. There could be a Leo that knows this. They also know that this individual does not have, like, they're emotionally weak. With the strength card reverse. The Four of Swords. Look like to me this individual's praying to not get caught. This relative of this individual's, whoever this air sign is praying to not get caught. They're seen as a stalker and a gossiper with a Page of Swords reverse. They're scared too. Like this air sign is very paranoid. So they the ones that's paranoid because they have information on the situation to help someone out. Because they was in contact with these individuals and they gave the scoop on what the misinformation was about. And yet something could have been done with some type of currency. So in reality, who's the one here? Just like I've been saying, who's the one with the mental problem? I'm also getting this individual, it's combined with using their intelligence in a negative type of way to try to manipulate someone. You can't manipulate somebody that has a high level of intelligence combined with intuition. It's impossible. 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 Minute collect. All right, y'all, I'm back. Oh. So yeah, they definitely perceive this individual as very paranoid to get caught. This give me the vibes of praying to not get caught up. Nine of Swords reverse, but yet they're trying to give off to the outer world as if they ain't afraid. Some of you don't need to have contact with this relative anymore. You need to cut contact with this person. You need to block this person. If this was someone that really cared about you, bro, you would have been on had protection immediately. You would have been on had protection. Why is this individual so concerned about someone having cameras to protect themselves, huh? This individual's not going to be able to defend themselves from being two-faced to this individual. I'm telling you. They're going to get caught in a lot of lying. A lot of lying. This ain't hidden with the moon card reverse. There's several people that know what this individual did to their relative. That's a damn shame, too. Yeah, look at that. 10 of Pentacles reverse. This is someone that has been relentlessly like playing both sides of a situation for a long time. Having this individual feel like, how can I say this? It's hard to say. Give me a closing message for this read. So I was right about that message what I channeled with the first spread that I pulled them cards with. I was right about that. Because that same exact card came up again in a reverse position. Y'all hold on a minute, collective. All right, y'all, I'm back. Closing messages, the Knight of Pentacles. Judgment. Nine of Wands. Okay, Judgment is coming up in the second card again. Knight of Cups. Death card reverse. Scorpio energy here. Page of Pentacles. The Lovers. Gemini energy. The Knight of Wands. Ten of Swords reverse. The Devil. Capricorn energy. The Eight of Cups reverse. So this card is showing itself again. Page of Wands. The Hangman reverse. Pisces energy. Eight of Swords. And we have the Sun reverse, Leo energy. Why is Judgment here for the closing message? Nine of Pentacles. I keep getting the vibes of someone asking for forgiveness. Judgment could represent forgiveness. Something don't want to seem to let go of one of these individuals of what was done to you. Even though one of these individuals may be kind of terrified of you or whatever, like they may have a bit of attraction towards you. They may like you enough or respect you enough to tell you the truth. There's two of them in your energy that wants to tell you the truth. Two of them. Two of them. Two of them. Two of them. We have Gemini, Pisces energy close by. Could be a Gemini for some of you. Some of you could be a Gemini with a Scorpio rising. So someone wants to tell the truth. Queen of Wands. You could be a Queen of Wands. Clarify Queen of Wands. Three of Swords reverse. Someone wants to tell you the truth that's not a third party. So someone wants to speak the truth that's not a third party. I'm also getting, if you're this Queen of Wands and went through a situation here with all this, there's some manipulation being done behind the scenes, and I can feel it too. Don't try that bullshit with me, man. I'm telling you. Don't even try it, because I can sense it. I can sense it in the background. Somebody's trying to shape shift the message and to try to fit some type of false narrative as if they the ones that live through this type of chaos. This ain't their lifestyle. This is pertaining to an individual that had to stand their ground on their own and trust that there's some authority figures out there that knows this message cannot be manipulated. They know the truth. They know the truth. Don't try to sit there and try to play victim. This individual that was attacked through a situation was the victim, but also a warrior that was brave enough to stand up for themselves. Trust that they got intelligent people out there, but that knows who the manipulators are and who someone is that's trying to shape shift and trying to deflect certain things. They know that. They know that because they know the signs of abuse. They know the signs of emotional and psychological abuse. They're trained to analyze that. They know the behavioral patterns. I'm also getting something to do with behavioral analysts. Oh, yeah, they know. They know the signs. And I'm going to tell you right now, this could be pertaining to a TI, a target individual. But it just so happens this individual they may not even consider themselves to be that, but this is the type of situation that's going to mimic that type of environment when it comes to that. If this is anybody that's anything close to a TI, but what makes them separate from that, I'm not saying that they're all the way separated from that, but the reason why they're being seen as a warrior through this situation is because they have the intuitive gift and the knowledge to discern certain things. They know how to receive certain downloads of information, to link and to create a leeway to find out what the root of the problem is, to create a solution. They know who the perpetrators are. Most of the TI may not have knowledge on who is behind that. But this is an individual right here, brother, that's well-spoken with the judgment card, well-spoken, well-informed on what's really going on from their angels that has been protecting them and the Most High. And trust that they have a few individuals out there, because I channeled this earlier whenever I shared a read on my community post. They had a reader that did a read, and I shared something on my community post. And I channeled a message intuitively that trust that some of these TIs, bro, are being heard by the higher authorities. It's not a lie, bro. It's not a lie. It's not an illusion. It's nothing to do with that, because this is the way that they speak with the judgment card. It's the way that their information just freely flows. They're not scared of shit. It's impossible to put this individual in the category of being paranoid, because there's a difference between being paranoid and being very brave. You cannot combine two of those energies together to fit a description of that meaning. Someone who's paranoid will turn the exact opposite way from being brave. It's the exact opposite frequency of bravery. This is an individual right here that knows what the fuck's going on. They know exactly what is being done. They know what the misinformation is about because they pay attention to the smallest of details. When it comes to a situation that may not fully make sense, but when it comes to synchronization and patterns, they know how to identify and profile that, to connect the dots, and therefore creates a leadway to get into the information that they're looking for. And to be real with y'all, a lot of this information can literally come through divination cards, because these cards have logical meanings that can back up someone's intuitive abilities. Trust that tarot cards have logical meanings to them. And if you know how to read them intuitively and logically, to use a certain percentage of intuition and logic when it comes to matching up the cards and the meanings of doing a reading, you will find out exactly what it is, what's behind you going through that. You just have to know how to read it. And it's not an easy thing to do, because some of the cards, some of the situations or whatever it is that's being done may not be able to be channeled from the logical perspective of what the tarot cards really mean. With that high priestess that we seen earlier, that came up in the upright position, that was clarified by the Ace of Pentacles reverse. There are some of the meanings that's not going to be seen logically, that's not going to be in the general meanings of the cards, but that could be channeled intuitively. But some of the things that could be channeled intuitively can literally link it to those cards that can show a bit of logic meaning beyond it. Logical meaning beyond it. I'm going to tell you right now, bro, when it comes to reading tarot cards, I don't really consider these cards as tarot cards. I consider them as a sacred power and a sacred tool. But most people out there, they may not be aware, they may not have the gift to activate those cards, because there's a certain line of respect and a certain spiritual ranking that you have to have. If you was already born a clairvoyant and you pick up a deck of tarot cards, you have the ability to literally channel a lot of supernatural powers through those cards. And we're not talking about spirits either. How some people out there call upon spirits and guides. We're not talking about that. What I use when it comes to my reading, the main reason why I call upon the Holy Spirit and Archangel Michael is because that's protection. But the main thing that's based off the reading is coming from my inner wisdom of intuition. And that right there is coming from my soul. So when some of the individuals out there pick up these tarot cards, what they call tarot cards, because back in the day, this used to be labeled a card game until someone discovered that they could read tarot from that. Some of y'all, I advise some of y'all to do y'all research on that, because some people are quick to put a label on tarot cards or try to claim that they're demonic, etc. But that's with any cards, though. Just like a deck of bicycle cards. Like, you know how they use bicycle cards for, let's say they got deuces going wild or whatever it is, or poker with bicycle cards. You can either use bicycle cards for poker or whatever it is, or you can just play a card game. But you can also use bicycle cards with the 4 suits, which is the diamonds, spades, hearts, and clubs. The same thing with tarot cards. You have wands, cups, pentacles, and swords, which is the 4 suits, just like the bicycle cards. So what is the difference between bicycle cards and tarot cards? The only difference is these cards have imagery on them with some of the words that actually define the imagery on the cards, etc. So how can somebody put a label on to try to claim that it's demonic or whatever? These cards can literally be used if, just like I've been saying, if you have the sacred power and that knowledge of that clairvoyant gift, the minute you pick up a deck of tarot cards, which what I consider to be a sacred tool, you have to respect that, bro. It's not a toy. This is not something to play around with. Some people out there may view it as a form of entertainment, which that's cool in itself. Everybody has their own beliefs. But when it comes to a situation like this, I don't consider this to be a card game. This is someone's life story that I'm literally reading through these cards here. That can help with an investigation. It can help fit the pieces of the missing puzzle together. That cannot be identified from the physical source of this individual that went through this situation because they don't have the authority to conduct certain things when it comes to investigating situations. This is not a game. Now, of course, for sometimes when I'm doing love readings, that could be viewed upon as entertainment. But when it comes to this right here, there could be a bit of entertainment mixed in with reading that. But I don't consider this right here as a game, bro. I consider these cards like this is just a general statement here of what I believe in. I consider these cards that y'all are looking at on this table right here that's laid out. I consider this to be a sacred tool. I don't consider this to be tarot cards. I know they may have a label for them, but in my perception, this is a sacred tool for me to exercise my gifted nature with. It's to be respected and it's to be acknowledged in a sacred type of way when it comes to the gifted people. That's why I've also given advice several of times on my videos and my reads. As I say, never depend on the tarot reading for the final answer to a situation. All it does is help with clarity. It can help with your current situation, but it can also define and give information on what was going on, even if it was the past or whatever. Like, you remember how we channeled earlier and how it was going from 1 to 2 years ago or whatever? Like, some of you could have lived at a different location or you could have lived somewhere else. This right here can literally help identify what's going on currently with a situation by how the energy is being interpreted. That means that these cards go based off of universal energy. As far as what I'm skilled enough to actually have knowledge on, they go based off of energetic, universal energy. Cards are energetically sensitive, so they will be able to channel energy. That's why they come out in alignment like they come out in. All 7 to 8 cards of the tarot, even though you don't use all 7 to 8 cards. But me, as much as you see on the table, sometimes I overhand shuffle. I'll be a guy to give a testimony on that to show y'all and to define how tarot really works. I don't consider this to be a game. Because some of us out there, bro, now when it comes to the love messages and I start cutting up, like when it comes to my videos and I start laughing, whenever somebody's trying to do magic or whatever, that's still as serious. But at the same time, I look at that as a form of entertainment. But when it comes to this type of situation right here, I don't see anything entertaining out of that. I don't get any entertainment out of that. This is not a joke. This could literally help someone's situation to help uncover a lot of things that someone didn't have clarity on, because that's the main reason beyond why tarot exists. It's all for divination clarity. Divinity clarity, the divinity of clarity. This is not about calling in spirit guides or working with the other side or whatever it is. No, it's the gift that comes from the soul, bro. And when you go based off of intuition, you can never be steered the wrong way, because you're not calling up on something that you may not really have experience in, because you got to be careful when it comes to that. That's why I don't call up on spirit guides and none of that. If I do call up on somebody, I say Holy Spirit, or I call up on St. Michael the Archangel, because he's the Archangel of the warrior. He's the warrior that defends all evil. He defends you in battle against evil forces. But at the same time, when it comes to calling upon spirit guides or whatever it is, angels, who are those angels that you calling upon? Because just because an angel could be called upon to help assist you with a reading, you really don't know who you're inviting in, not just with the reading, but inviting into your residence. Some people are unaware that they're giving these angels legal ground, spiritual legal ground, in order to initiate an attack upon them spiritually. That's why you should be very aware when it comes to reading tarot, which, just like I said before, the cards just cards. When it comes to calling upon spirit guides or calling upon angels, you have to make your intentions well known on who you're calling up on. That's why whenever I call upon St. Michael the Archangel, I know who that angel is, St. Michael the Archangel. He is the warrior. He's the one that helps defend you in battle. The Holy Spirit also. And many people may not agree for that to be said when it comes to reading a reading like this or whatever, but that's just the way it is with me. This is what protects my home. This is what protects me in the spirit world. Because I'm not going to ever sit there and call upon spirit guides for assistance or angels, because angels, that's just a word. Do these dark angels or dark forces know what you're, how can I say this? Does these angels really know? Do these angels really know what your intent is beyond calling upon angels for assistance? Because any angel out there can masquerade themselves as a force of light, but in reality be of the darkness. And that right there is what puts people under spiritual attacks. And that right there is what creates spiritual imprisonment of bondage. I tell you, I have plenty of experience in that to actually know how to shield, proper shielding techniques to prevent that from happening. Because once you're confined spiritually, then the rest will follow behind. And that's the worst type of imprisonment. True freedom comes from the spiritual side. And we're not talking about astral traveling or none of that. We're talking about how your spiritual side, because that's where that higher level of consciousness comes from. You don't want to have a seared conscience, or however they say that. You don't want to have a closed off conscience simply because of an evil spirit attacking you and continuously being in your ear, telling you negative things and trying to feed your mind with a bunch of illusions. Because once those spirits can get in your mind, therefore comes possession. Once they know they could trick you and deceive you, therefore the deception and the possession will follow behind that. And the way that some of you out there could see the infestations or the manifestation of demonic possession would be your body having abnormal movements, etc. Having anger rages. Being angry out of nowhere is for nothing. Seeing the world in a negative viewpoint. Having this unexplained superhero strength. Which you can't really base it off of that either, because the Most High could grant you with a gift to create a lot of strength and power within you. But the most signs to look for is when it comes to seeing the world in a very negative perception all the time, having abnormal bodily movements, then they have unexplainable rages for no reason, raging out for no reason, etc. That's one of the key signs to identify as demonic possession. And a lot of fearful energy. A lot of fearful energies. But just like I was saying before, y'all, I just figured I'd share that type of knowledge with y'all. But getting back to what I was saying earlier or whatever, most people may consider this to be tarot cards, but the way I perceive this is a sacred tool for me to exercise my gifted nature up on this platform. No harmful intent towards anyone. And through the physical form, it'd be exercising the First Amendment, which is freedom of belief, expressing my beliefs, etc. combine them with free speech, but it's more so freedom of belief, exercising a belief on what I believe to be the truth, etc. But information is information. It's all in how you perceive it. That's why I don't charge anyone. And I'm also going to let people know that I don't do any fortune telling either. Like when it comes to like telling fortune or whatever it is, I don't believe in doing that. That's why I don't charge when it comes to my readings. Now, if people want to be generous with their time and they really like my information, or they really like the way I read my cards, or they like my content, then they could gladly, out of generosity, donate to me, you know? But as far as sitting there charging people for that and this and that, no, that's a negative. A negative. I'm just here to read based off of current energy. I'm here to profile energy and to bring clarity to situations. That's my intent. No harm whatsoever. But it's also in my nature to be a responsible spiritualist on this platform, to tell y'all to not rely on tarot readings. And if you feel the need to avoid my channel because you may be going through a negative situation and you feel like something may not be helping, it may be not helping, but instead it's escalating the situation, I would advise you to not watch. Okay, because I'm only telling you that because I'm looking out for your best interests. I have your best interests at heart. I don't have to know you personally, but at the same time, as a responsible spiritualist and reader, to read these energies, I will advise you of that. Okay? Because me reading these cards, I have no control over what decisions you make. I cannot tell you what to do. I can indeed give advice, but at the end of the day, you're on your own. So I will let that be known. I want to say that disclaimer or whatever it is, however they say that word. It's come the time for me to be very upfront, because I know a few people out there may not do that because they could care less about it. They just want to do it for the fame. I'm not here for the fame. I don't have to be on camera 24/7, bro. I don't have to sit there and show my face on camera 24/7, or to sit there and tell people what they want to hear in order to just get along or go along with something to be a follower. Nah, I'm meant to be different. And to be honest with you, I consider myself as the champ of tarot, because of how much I had to literally battle with a situation when it came to me on my behalf. And these cards have literally helped me out numerous amount of times, because it gave advice, it gave me spiritual downloads, and it's helped with a lot of clarity. But at the same time, I didn't sit there and rely on the cards for the final answer. I relied on my intuition for the final answer. It only gave me insight and clarity on what needed to be observed. Therefore, I could use the rest of my intuitive downloads and my soul's perception and to listen to God's voice. Because in the end, he's the one with the final answer. And that right there is the mystery that will never be solved. No matter how far or how deep you look into it, bro, God is infinite. His presence is infinite. You're not meant to know everything. It's not meant for us to know everything, because information is infinite. That's why you learn something new every day. And believe it or not, I've developed a lot of spiritual development because of these tarot cards. It's made me a better person, believe it or not. It's humbled me a lot. Some of you out there could have seen me get agitated during some of my readings. It's because that was the defensive side of protecting people. Protecting myself, protecting other people that was coming through my cards, because I know how to channel energy accurately. You know? I'm not going to sit there and look up the logical meaning. Now, sometimes when I'm guided to prove the logical meanings, if there's someone that may need some information or whatever, if I channel that, then I'm going to gladly sit there and I'm going to prove the logical meaning of what the card really represents, to prove a point, to show that, hey, my intuition's on point with this reading. You know? But as far as being a warlock, a wizard, and all of that, bro, nah, that ain't, negative. negative. But that's really all I'm channeling through this read collective. Like there may be somebody that may want to ask for forgiveness with the judgment card. Something don't want to leave them alone with the Six of Swords reverse. Like something keeps on bothering them to tell you what the hell went on. Even though they may be kind of scared and afraid with the Nine of Wands. But I'm getting that more so afraid of. They're more so freaked out about how one of your relatives is going to sit there and do something like that to you. And not have your back and not protect you. But yeah, that's mainly what it is. Just like I said earlier, too, whenever I was talking about that when it comes to fortune telling, like, you know how some of these individuals say, oh, you got millions coming in and all this, like every other reading, it's about some type of money coming in, etc. I'm not going to sit there and do that. I mean, it's good. It's good in a positive type of way, a slightly positive type of way to manifest that, like to actually manifest that. That could be used for manifestation as a affirmation, etc. To use that for affirmation, for manifestation, to use the laws of attraction to draw that in, to pull that in. But at the same time, bro, when it comes to just every other reading talking about, oh, the money and all that, no. No. Just like I told y'all before, I'm not perfect. I'm not meant to be perfect. But when it comes to my readings, like I'm making my point very well clear here that there's no harmful intent. No, none of that. This is a general base reading, like a collective base reading. And whoever this may resonate with, just like I told y'all before, don't ever rely on tarot for the final answer. It's good to get clarity. It's good to seek information when it comes to that. But if you notice how it's becoming toxic or whatever, like toxic to your mental well-being, then I would advise you to avoid it. You have to have a strong mind when it comes to listening to these messages. You know, these are not fear-based or none of that. This has nothing to do with promoting fear or doing any of that. This is to actually dissolve fear and to change people's belief about what cards can really do. This is to transform that. It may not change everybody's beliefs, but I know it could cause a positive transformation. You know? But at the same time, what I was saying earlier about the that wisdom and knowledge, it took me a while to learn that. This didn't happen overnight, no. Whenever I first started reading tarot, I'm going to be exact with y'all. I'm going to be direct with y'all. When I first started reading tarot cards, my first deck of tarot cards came in August of 2020. I want to say towards the end of July. I want to say it was around July 28th or August of 2020. That's whenever my first deck of tarot cards came in. I was guided to get me a deck of tarot cards. And I didn't know nothing about them. I thought it was going to be easy because I've always been intuitive. I've always been an intuitive spiritual masculine. You know? But the minute I got the cards and I laid the cards down, I'm like, what the hell is this? I didn't know how to read them. Like, they had logical meanings to them. And it's like I took the time out my day to literally sit there and go on YouTube, look up different cards or whatever, and to study the logical meanings of them. And I started out with reading them in the upright position until I got to the point to where it's like, hold on a minute. Let me challenge myself real quick. And that's when I started to read the reversals. And coming from a personal experience, reading reversals gives you a more in-depth of a reading. It gives you more of a description of what's really going on with the situation. It gives you more details when it comes to the read. Because if you just pull nothing but positive, like upright cards, which you can still get an accurate reading with reading upright cards. But when it comes to the reversals, you get a balanced out type of read. Depending on what kind of reader you are, you know. But that right there, therefore, in itself could be tricky. See, a lot of people have issues with reading reversals. But whatever way that you may be comfortable at reading the tarot, then go based off what you feel to be comfortable. But sometimes it takes stepping out your comfort zone to figure out different things. Sometimes it takes stepping out your comfort zone to challenge yourself when it comes to that. And that's how you get better. That's how I got better, by challenging myself with doing reversals, reading reversals. It's just like, it's basically just like learning to ride a bike. Learning to ride a bike to keep your balance. And once you get that feeling to where you can ride that bike, therefore you no longer think about it. It's natural. Just like swimming, for instance. Swimming in a swimming pool. Once you learn how to swim, it's natural. You just get better and better and better and better and better. Even when it comes to running. Let's say you're trying to develop a lot more stamina, or you're trying to run faster. You just got to keep on practicing, keep working out, keep practicing. You got to push yourself to the limit. What I used to do back in the day, I used to do training back in the day when it comes to running. And I put myself through hell, bro. I'm telling you, I'll sit there, be sweating, tired, you know, and I still keep on running. Still keep running. Still keep on running. There's no, I'm tired this, I'm tired that. There ain't none of that. Get up, get on your feet, run. That right there was to condition the mind, though, to develop a lot of mental strength and discipline. Oh, I ain't feeling good and I'm tired. Nah, I don't want to hear none of that. Nah, there ain't no tired, there ain't no feeling. Nah, you gonna get up, you gonna get out there and get in shape. You don't want to feel this energy anymore. You're going to have to push yourself to that extent in order for your body to adjust to a new type of environment, like a new type of lifestyle. You can't sit there. If you want to get rid of some type of, oh, well, you don't feel well or whatever, or they got allergies, well, you could get up out there and build your immunity. There ain't no excuses. Get up out there and run. There ain't no, oh, well, I'm tired this and I'm tired that. It don't matter. That's all about pushing the body beyond its limits. But at the same time, how can I say this? I'm not telling y'all to do that or whatever, or giving advice on that. I'm just going based off my own experience. Just like when it comes to these tarot cards. I don't care if it's challenging. You sit there, you read that. Sit there and read it. I would kind of be hard on myself. But that right there is what developed a strong mind. You can't sit there and be soft, bro. I know everybody out there may not be in that same energy, but that's just who I am. I was told plenty of times I need to take it more easy on myself, and I say negative. Negative. That's what betters me as a person. I have to be hard on myself, bro. I can't sit there and just let shit go. I can't do that. There's no such thing as that in my reality. It's all about having a mental adrenaline, the mental and spiritual adrenaline and stamina. Just like they had that picture when it comes to that man, like you remember how he was sitting there digging the dirt or whatever, and he had that tool, I forgot what they call it, but he was that close to reaching them diamonds behind that dirt wall. And yet he was walking away, and he was that close from reaching them diamonds. You can't give up, bro. You can't give up. You really don't know how close you are to success because it's right there in front of your face. And I know not everything is going to turn out the way the ego wants it to turn out, because that's expectation, which therefore is an illusion. You can't really rely upon expectations, because therefore when you find out that something didn't meet your expectations, that's going to bring a lot of disappointment. But you could avoid that disappointment by being aware that it's not healthy to have certain expectations on a situation, because things transform and are unexpectedly expected to change. It's kind of like being philosophical about it. That's more so me channeling the Sagittarius in my chart, philosophical knowledge, you know. But anyways, collective, if some of you out there, you truly want to crave your freedom when it comes to breaking yourself out your comfort zone, you're gonna have to be brave, bro. There ain't nobody gonna sit there gonna help you out, like pull you up by your hand and guide you or whatever. You're gonna have to do that yourself. You're gonna have to do the inner work. That's not an easy process. I'm speaking from experience. It's not an easy process. You think I had anybody around helping me with a situation? Hell no, I didn't. I had the Most High, and I had my intuition with that higher power knowledge, and remaining logical and detached as much as possible through a situation. That way I can have clear state of mind to where I can focus. That right there also comes from me training in Jeet Kune Do and Wing Chun, which I didn't go to a teacher for none of that. I just mainly watch a lot of Bruce Lee movies. I've also watched a lot of training when it comes to Donnie Yen. And I do indeed have, how can I say this? Now, I'm going to just finish with that, y'all. But yeah, I used to watch a lot of Donnie Yen movies, and they had Bruce Lee movies. I watched that over and over and over and over and over and over and over. And what I learned from martial arts is it's not about strikes. It's not about blocking. It's not about defense or offense. It's about remaining still. A lot of stillness, because believe it or not, martial arts, there's a spiritual meaning beyond that. You have to first learn how to heal before you can move on to the other things. That's what taught me about watching the movies, and I never learned that from them, but it's just paying attention. I was looking at the symbolism beyond why Bruce had that type of power. Why he had that power, like what was really generating that much amount of chi power through what he done. That right there was his spiritual side. And just watching those movies, even though I know it's a movie, but he got on camera, bro, on several interviews, and his movements was even fast, like it was too fast for the camera. But what that's all taught me, like that has a lot to do with the Wing Chun, the Jeet Kune Do, and Taekwondo side. That has a lot to do with meditation. Meditation is a form of, when it comes to martial artists, meditation is a form to build your chi up. It can also help with Tai Chi, Chi meditation. They have Tai Chi meditation, but meditation on my behalf is that old-fashioned Kung Fu type of energy that you have within your vessel that you can learn to sit there and create a lot of healing energy with. Because the way I learn when it comes to that, like it's all about perception. When it comes to that, most people want to get involved because they want to learn how to defend themselves. But the art behind that is spirituality on my behalf. The art and definition and my perception, on my belief behind it, has a lot to do with the spiritual side. Knowing to remain balanced. remain in that Zen moment, etc. Knowing how to work different energies, because whenever you're training, doing your katas, whenever you're doing your katas and training, the way I interpret that is that's different styles to learn the movement of that chi energy and to learn movements of that energy that is being generated to execute those katas within that. Just like whenever I told y'all a while back about, y'all remember how I told you about that chimney brick? How they had a chimney brick? And a lot of people freaked out about that, like not on my live stream, but whenever they see me do that. The thing of it is, there's nothing to be afraid of. And I'm going to give my explanation on that. When it comes to that chimney brick being on 2 center blocks to be exact, sometimes they have people that stack chimney bricks up. There may be someone that may be watching that may be very advanced when it comes to that or whatever. But I'm giving my testimony on the spiritual side of things, like how that also led me to what I'm doing today. So let's say you have a chimney brick on two center blocks, to be exact. Most people raise their hand all the way back like that above their head and to go down like this. And yet the brick will still break, but what's really beyond that is the limb. I'm going to keep that to myself. I don't feel like I have the freedom to express that on this platform. I'm not going to sit there and reveal that information. Keeping it to myself. I know a lot of things, bro. A lot of psychological science. Things that science can't even define when it comes to certain movements of the body. I know a lot about the pressure points, the blood vessels, etc. I know a lot about the psychological and the scientific facts beyond that. But anyways, this is basically what I have for the read. Some of you out there, someone could ask you for forgiveness. There's some manipulation going on here because the way they're trying to manipulate the situation possibly, I don't know, it's kind of tricky, but only for them. Some of you out there, you're being guided to pay attention to your intuition. That's what I'm getting very heavily here. Give me another closing message. King of Cups. Yeah, you're being guided to trust your intuition. Could also be a Queen of Cups. Yeah, 7 of Swords. Yeah, you need to trust your intuition because these individuals still ain't being honest with the 7 of Swords. Something's telling me they're trying to manipulate the situation just to try to, because they know they're caught up in something. You need to avoid these individuals at all costs. I can feel that energy too with the 7 of Swords because we seen that earlier. But the positive side of it is they know that one of your relatives has been going along with the situation. But until they physically communicate with you, which I highly doubt. Because the whole point of the situation was to try to stagnate you and to try to get in the way of your success. And to try to cause unnecessary obstacles and delays and setbacks in your livelihood. So, sound like to me these individuals are too egotistical. Even though I channeled something different earlier, they sound too egotistical to do something straightforward and honest. And in an extreme honest manner. That's what I don't like about this energy. I can feel that intuitively. It's not just the cards. I can feel it in the energy. Before I even pulled that Seven of Swords energy, right whenever I was saying trust your intuition, it was before that even. I was channeling that. With the Seven of Swords, there's still some sneaky energy going on. Someone trying to sneak around and do all this and do all that. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Yeah, the Three of Wands. I'm not really getting this. It's all that bad. It's just like these individuals need to be honest with you, bro. Why the hell are they fucking afraid of you? Because they're afraid of you because you know the truth and you're not afraid of them. You're not afraid to stand up for yourself. Yeah, you're intuitive. So this could be resonate with a masculine and a feminine. Some of these individuals are afraid of you connecting with someone that really admires you or really cares about you, etc. This is a last straw to try to not really do something toxic or whatever, but just, I don't know. It'd be good if y'all closed the cycle out or whatever, it just left you alone. But there's still something going on here because of these, like one of these individuals may be afraid of you meeting someone that really cares about you, really has deep feelings and love for you. That's what I'm getting here. Or they may be afraid of the feelings that they have for you. But they're just too much in a toxic damn. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. They're too much in a damn toxic energy to have a powerful connection with you. It's okay to learn from you, but they're going to have to let the ego go. This is still ego energy here with the sun card reversed. They're going to have to let this ego go. They're going to have to let the ego go. Like, not this person that may have deep feelings or whatever this is, like someone else. This could be pertaining to this individual that may be shy or afraid because they may have feelings for you, but at the same time, the energy that they're in, they cannot be around you in a positive vibrational energy because there's something that could cause, like, I don't know. You're being guided to trust your intuition to avoid these individuals. Avoid them. Avoid them. Yeah, the Ace of Swords reverse, avoid them. Page of Cups reverse. They're not sincerely sorry. They're only sorry at the fact that you fucking called on to something and you're not bowing down to these lies. So what are the cards of advice for the collective? What are the cards of advice for the collective? What are the cards of advice for the collective? The World card, we have the Queen of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles reverse, the Four of Pentacles, the Sun. Yeah, just like I've been saying, this individual still in their ego with the Sun card reverse. The Wheel of Fortune. the King of Wands, the Tower, the King of Pentacles reverse, the Strength card reverse, the Lovers, the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Swords reverse. We have the Seven of Wands, and we have the Fool reverse. So the cards of advice is you need to let this cycle close out. Close out as like it's been doing, because that's what's happening. It's closing out. This cycle's closing out. Keep standing your ground. Keep protecting yourself. That's what I'm getting. It's not your place to help these individuals with these lies or what was told about you here. It's up for them to literally come out with the truth here, because that's what the universe is doing with the Wheel of Fortune in the world. And no matter which way this turns here, bro, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I'm telling you. And it's coming quick, too, with the Knight of Swords. With the World and the Wheel of Fortune both in the upright position, this is an inevitable. However you say that word, with the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune, this is an inevitable change that will happen. Yeah, so there's an end to some type of stagnation. An end to some type of stagnation. The waiting period is over. And the Ten of Swords is in reverse too. The waiting period is over. Something is over. And transforming for good. Something is over. The Two of Swords reverse, a lot of lies exposed. With the Two of Swords reverse, a lot of lies are coming out to the surface. The Three of Cups reverse is showing itself again. A lot of unnecessary gossip, untrue rumors, etc. that was started just to have something to talk about to try to slow you down. We have the Star card that's wanting to come out. There's a renewal of a situation. We have Five of Wands reverse right after that. But yeah, just like I said, the cards of advice is whoever this is has been doing you this way or whatever. This is all about bracing for a change. Brace yourself for a change, because this is inevitable. Wheel of Fortune of the Tower, that means something is going to happen, bro. It's going to shift the way it needs to shift. Brace yourself for this inevitable change. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's just something that's changing for the better, that's going to end a lot of conflict out. With the Five of Wands reverse. Clarify the Tower. Five of Cups. Let me go ahead and verify this World card. What is this that's closing out? Psych, I ain't reading that. Wheel of Fortune means it's a mystery that's going to happen unexpected. There's a lot of mystery here that's going to happen. I ain't helping you out. I damn sure ain't helping the enemy with the messages here. Ain't happening. Brace yourself for a change, because it's going to happen. If y'all want to leave any donations, I will have a link in the description box below. Y'all take it easy. Peace.